Now, before I start this video, I want to actually plug two people. Obviously, the first one, they're both Twitch users. One of them is Cheesy T. You're familiar with them. I've been promoting his stuff. Now that he's back, trying to be using Twitch more frequently, highly recommend you check him out. Also, a user called Transient Player. Very cool cat. Plays video games as well. If you like his stuff, definitely check his stuff out. He also got other media outlets where you can pretty much engage with him with. But other than that, both of them really cool cats, so highly recommend checking both of them out. I actually forgot to mention this. My next video after this video is gonna pretty much be like relationship advice, sort of like some tips, some ideas. So if you're interested, keep a lookout on that next video. Now, let's start the real one. Now, for this video, obviously spoilers, but here's my thing. Yes, Endgame, they do have plot holes, but it seems like people are getting sort of upset over the one plot hole that honestly is not really a plot hole. It's like common sense. And what I'm talking about is when Captain America leaves and does not return, but yet he becomes an old man. And it seems like people seem to be upset over the fact that he seems selfish to go back to his own time and just stay there. Number one, this version of Captain America is the Captain America that survived the 5 year after the snap from Thanos. In other words, he was the one that was telling people, alright, what happened, you just got to get over it and move on. Yeah, that was the Captain America that we had. And then, of course, like I said, the 5 year later trans thing. Now, you mean to tell me people seem to be upset that even though he went back in time with the stones to put him back into place, and he decided, you know what, I'm going to stay and live. And then all of a sudden people can be like questioning, why would he do that? That's going to disrupt time and everything. Let me point this out. Yes, Professor Hulk said, if you disrupt time, it's going to create multiverse, blah, 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 yada, yada. You tend to forget the conversation he had with the Ancient One on top of that roof of the building where he said, please give me the time stone. And I promise we will return exactly where it was before they were taken, so that way it does not disrupt the flow of time, how things are supposed to go. And then he finally admit to her that Doctor Strange gave up the time stone. So that's when she was like, okay, but better make sure, you keep your word. And he said, okay. So therefore, Captain America was given a briefcase with all the 5 stones, and it was his job, his task, to go back in time to put the stones back so that way the flow of time still continues gradually without disrupting the flow or creating a multiverse. Now, think of it this way. He already been through that stuff. He already seen the movie. Why would he go back in time and then all of a sudden engage back in to the stuff when he already knows things are going to pretty much happen the way it happened? Yeah, he already knows what's going to happen, but because he went through it already, why would he go through it again when he already knows there's another Captain America, which is himself? Even though it's back, he went back in time, he's the future Captain America, but the current Captain America of that time is handling business. So why would he engage in that? That doesn't make sense to me. To me, the way I look at it is, yeah, when he went back and finally got his dance with Peggy, that is his retirement. Now, people seem to forget, yeah, Chris Evans that played Captain America, this was his finale as Captain America. So you mean to tell me you'd rather have either Captain America die or get this ending? Now, a lot of people say, oh, well, it's just confusing. We feel that's selfish. Like I said, he already been through that stuff. And if you think about it, when he went back in time, he probably went incognito. He decided to change his name for the sake of not causing any confusion to disrupt time any more than it is. Like, he's now living his years with the woman he loved. That's why if you think about it, at the end when Falcon asked him, oh, you're going to tell me about her? He said no. Because in a way, he's still protecting his own identity as well as his wife's identity. Because he's no longer Captain America. You know, the Captain America of, you know, of that time frame that he actually grows to enjoy his life is already handling business. So to me, yeah, that may seem selfish, but at the same time, it's his retirement. You know, veterans do have the option of having retirement, right? If you do a lot of tours, you mean to tell me, oh, fuck that, you don't deserve to have a retirement? Yeah, come on, I mean, seriously, think logically. I mean, that's not even a plot hole, that's common sense. That's like, okay, he already went through it all, and he knows everything. And that current time, I mean, remember that scene where he fought himself, the younger version of Captain America? Yeah, that was that time frame Captain America. So obviously, him going back in time, there's a Captain America himself going through the shit. So, now that we got that out the way, I mean, to me, that makes more sense. That makes more sense than a person who's scared to drive, you know, to drive a car or whatever, because he's afraid he'd be in an accident or whatnot, but yet he's okay riding in a car with somebody that had been in more than one accident. You know what I mean? If that doesn't make sense, you know, that's just how I feel, you know. So, anyway, the real plot hole to me, the real plot hole of the movie is this. How the fuck do you return a soul stone? No, seriously, think about it. So, you have to lose somebody you love, or somebody had to make a sacrifice, you know, give up their soul for another soul, you know, the soul stone, you know, one soul for a soul. But if you return the soul stone, wouldn't it make sense the person that lost their life to get that soul stone come back to life? I mean, even if you think about it, if you were to try to use the time stone to somewhat prevent it, that still mean the person that died is still alive, but they can't come back. To me, that's the real plot hole. How the fuck do you return the soul stone? Yeah, I want to see how you guys figure that one out. But other than that, that's just how I feel, you know, my little mini rant, because a lot of people seem to be like, oh, Captain America shouldn't have done that. He had the right to. He'd been through all that shit already. Why would he go back and do it again? When that time frame Captain America is going through it himself. So that's the way I look at it. He went back in time, his name to be incognito, so that way it doesn't interrupt with the time flow as he already done. You know what I mean? So yeah, nothing wrong with it. But yeah, like I said, the real plot hole is how the fuck you return the soul stone without bringing the person back. I mean, remember, Ghidorah, when Thanos threw her ass over, he obtained the soul stone, and in the beginning of the movie, he admitted he snapped his finger again to destroy the stone. And that's why he's like, you guys are fucked. But they went back, you know, the whole plot of the movie, they now got their own stone. And remember, Professor Hulk admitted himself, he said he'd been using the stone multiple times to bring back Black Widow, and none of them worked. So that means, in a way, he's the one that pretty much created the multiverse. Yeah, that's how I see it. But seriously, how the fuck do you return the soul stone and not bring back the person in their life for it? Alright then. Later.